You're listening to The Choice FM, where it doesn't matter where you come from, but where we can go together. The show will start in a moment. Hello, and welcome to The Choice FM podcast. It is Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018, and I'm FD Gifford. I will be your host for the next 15 or so minutes. Now, if you are new, I hope this show will soon become a favorite. And if you get value from our regular broadcast, please hit the subscribe button so you can be notified of our next episode's release. As you may or may not know, the Choice FM podcast is my primary broadcast vehicle, and it is hoped to be just one part of the YW&H Media Company. Those of you new to the community, this show is intended to be distributed at least once a week, more likely more often, and I plan to cover important topics of our time and how they impact our daily life and lifestyle from a health and wealth perspective. The Choice FM content is a combination of reporting news and information as found and determined by the show's editors, along with their review and commentary. I invite you to join me each episode, share the broadcast with your friends and family, post comments, and maybe someday join us on air as either a caller or a guest. Now let's kick off the show. Today I wanted to share with you my thoughts on a topic gripping most of the nation this week, early in 2018. The fact is, the story is a hot topic of the day and week. But before you jump off this channel and give me the cold shoulder, today's story is about the cold Arctic blast so many Americans are experiencing this week. Now, this is not going to be my version of the Weather Channel. Instead, let's explore the widely held beliefs that you can catch a cold from just being cold outside. First up today is a story by Kate Heaney titled, "It's Suddenly Cold Outside. Am I Going to Get Sick?" Heaney starts her story in New York a few weeks back as she reports, quote, that temperatures in New York dropped something like 30 degrees in a span of a day. A month or so earlier, the city had seen the reverse. A 40-degree temperature day was followed soon by an unreasonably 70-degree one. Now, unlike Ms. Heaney's, the weather is not my favorite boring thing to talk about, end quote. In fact, I believe when people start talking about the weather, they are generally trying to make small talk to avoid an awkward silence. But this time, the discussion of weather quite often becomes around to a related topic, the, quote, mild seasonal illness, as she calls it. Unfortunately, many Americans believe the reason they are sick is related to their temperature, and more likely the illness that follows, a sizable change in temperature change. So what does the research show? Per her article, she cites a pulmonologist at St. Joseph's Hospital in Orange, California. He suggests, quote, changing weather can make you sick, but it is less to do with the actual temperature change and more to do with environmental effects associated with those changes, end quote. In other words, just existing in the cold weather isn't itself likely to make you sick. He cites research from a 2002 meta-analysis and supporting his opinion, and you can read that study yourself to confirm his opinion and make up your own mind. Now, the doctor does suggest that drops in temperatures over a rapid rise in temperature is one of the environmental factors he mentioned, stating, quote, in a low humidity environment, your eyes tend to dry out, the mucous membranes in your nose dries out, your lungs dry out, and you're therefore much more susceptible to bacteria and viruses, end quote. Now, I must admit that I thought the opposite. But the article suggests that, quote, many viruses live longer and can replicate faster in colder temperatures, end quote. For example, quote, a highly contagious virus such as influenza can stay active and linger for up to 24 hours on a hard surface and therefore the colder the temperatures, quote, it is allowed to survive and spread. Other cold temperature environmental factors is a social component. Mild illness spreads, quote, where people congregate. Supporting this thinking is a report by KTHV in Little Rock, Arkansas. The station went out to verify the, quote, old wives' tale where we hear when weather turns, you'll catch the death of cold. 11 Alive's news partners spoke to University of Arkansas medical science physician and in internal medicine. They asked Dr. Hopkins, quote, can you catch a cold from the cold, end quote? He responded with, quote, there are a number of studies that show that when the weather is cold and dry, the air is dry, that we may get more respiratory infections, including colds and even influenza. And when the weather is warmer, there is slightly higher humidity, end quote. I love the next line by Dr. Hopkins. He reportedly said, while the cold weather doesn't make you sick, and germs do, the cold weather does create the condition that helps those germs survive. You can go to the article and follow up on his studies that he cited, and the link will be attached to the article that supports this broadcast. But here's my bottom line. You can't change the weather, but you can significantly impact your personal, and I mean bodily, environment with just a few simple and affordable methods. The first one that comes to mind is avoid following the crowd. Make your own path in life. When it is cold out, try to avoid putting yourself in large crowds to reduce exposure to the dreaded bacteria and viruses of the mild illness. You know, those packed holiday airplane flights, or airports, or train stations, or even the rest stops on the highway, etc. Also, avoid contact with, especially your bare hands, with those cold, hard surfaces housing so many a nasty germ. If you must, prepare your body in advance by strengthening your immune system before you come in contact with these pesky germs. Prevention does not come in a quick squirt or spray or injection. It comes by planning and follow through to build up and maintain a healthy lifestyle, including a regular diet, exercise, hydration, and sleep program before you join the herd. It is not like you should be surprised it is colder in North America come winter. So plan for it. Winterize your wellness program. Adjust your lifestyle like you adjust your wardrobe in the fall. This process comes easy to some. Others need help. If you need help, you can visit my blog at yourwellnessandhealth.com, and I have an article linked here that's on how you can, a health coach might help you live a healthier lifestyle, and see what else and what other kinds of help are available. Or you can try the do-it-yourself method and search for information such as this article on health.com titled, The 7 Ways to Boost Your Immune System Naturally, According to an Immunologist, by Chelsea Hamilton and others. Again, the link is in the supporting documentation. Well, that's it for this short broadcast. I'd be very interested in your opinion on the subject. I'd like to hear what remedies and ways that you improve your immune system. And you can do that by posting your comments below. If you found this presentation valuable, please like and share it with your friends and family. You can subscribe to this channel, just click the button below. Here on YouTube for notifications, or you can join my mailing list over on ywnhmedia.com. Well, that's a wrap. I hope you got some value, and will visit my website at ywnhmedia.com or the soon-to-be launched thechoicefm.net site. Stay warm. The music on The Choice FM comes courtesy of zimmusiclibrary.com. I'm broadcasting today from the beautiful Carolina coast. Have a great day. Production. All rights reserved.